Hey, welcome to another Cover Lovers. What show we're on? Cover Lovers on Monday night.
Around. Look at your background. What are we on?
Is this Saturday morning? I don't know what day it is.
It's January 29th, supposedly. We're almost end of the month already. 1 month's done of the year. 11 more to go. Wow. All right, Cover Lovers Monday night. We got a couple folks with us here at Team Nerd Herd. Below me is Trish.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hola, Trish.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing well.
Yeah,
That's cool.
doing good.
I voluntold Trish to be on today.
What you doing? Nothing. Get on there.
Get on there.
It's like that, wasn't that Beetlejuice, Howard Stern one meme? What are you doing? Nothing.
I want her on like every week, so I just, I wasn't going to take no for an answer.
You got her on.
Here we are.
What's up, Obi-Wan and Padawan?
She's family. Obi-Wan and Padawan. Dale, come on over. Say hi to the folks. Come on. I'm good. I had a hellacious day at work, but I am lone wolf parent for the evening. So if there's a screaming Max in the background, I may have to bounce for a couple seconds to go figure out what's going on over there. But for now, we got Dale with us, and we are ready to look at some terrible covers.
There's some decent ones. I found
I
decent
know.
ones.
There's a couple of really good ones this week, actually. I take that.
All right. Well, let's just take care of some business first before we move forward. Let's start here. All right. Use the code Nirvana14 for 30 days. Unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. Use Nirvana14 for 30 days. Unlimited cover price for only 99 cents at coverprice.com. Check out their beautiful website. Don't forget to stop by Bird City Comics and use the code TNH10 for 10% off your first purchase. You want to buy some of their beautiful exclusives over there at Bird City Comics. Use the code TNH10. And don't forget to stop by for your Funko Pop displays at displaygeek.com and use the code Team Nerd Herd to save 10% off your first purchase at Team Nerd Herd is the code at displaygeek.com. Display Geek for your Funko Pop displays. And just want to thank our resident DJ, Beats by Monson Eddie, for our beautiful beats there. And let's check out the chat. Don't forget the Teenage Horseman, Something Rudy, Something Wong, the Amstar, and Glenn 2K. All right, we're done with that. Comments. Let's see. Always first, GT. He punched in like at 12 this afternoon to say hi.
Jeez.
And he just kept saying hi every other hour. There you go. He got time. Yeah, he did it a couple times. All right. Heroes Reborn _ comics. Yo, Adrian, what's up, man?
Yo.
Is he going to come on tonight or not? Because she's taking forever.
I don't know. We might see somebody else pop up. We'll see. Wookie Fanatic 19. What's going on, brother? Happy Monday, Nerd Herd. Yes. And still chilling. It's always chilling. What's good, y'all? And I think that's it for now. Welcome, everybody. And somebody else might join us today, but we'll see. Maybe not. Let's start the show. Present.
What's wrong with Trish?
There you go.
All
right.
Cover
Lovers. So we got this week.
Let's see what we got.
And actually,
we get pony.
Incentives. The first one.
Oh, nice. Right off the bat. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Asamna. We got the 1 in 10 by Emily Carroll, the 1 in 25 by Julian Tedesco, and the 1 in 50 by Donnie. Well, Mike, you're excited about this one. Let me know why.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, there's a beautiful A cover by Tula Lotte as well. So if you don't want to spend extra money on an incentive, you'll probably be pretty satisfied with that one. I really do like that one, but I was really mad that the Julian Totino Tedesco was an incentive. I was hoping it wasn't because I really love it. It's got this really creepy vibe to it. It's almost got like how the sort of the best horror movie scenes are the ones where somebody does something that's unexpected, like some unexpected action or something.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like. I don't know exactly why. Something's obviously pulling her from behind. I don't know if it's a horror book or not. I'm not even really sure. I'm assuming it is. But his style is one that I feel is underrated. Master painter sort of techniques that he uses, and I think they really show up in this cover really, really well. I like the Danny and I like the Carol. I think they're actually both good covers, but the Tedesco blows them both away. It feels like an old painted Vertigo cover to me, and I'm a sucker for that. So this is a huge winner. I'm glad we started off with a positive note because I think these are all good covers, but I really love the Tedesco. That's my choice.
According to Mike, you can't lose any of these. Trish, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like all three for different reasons. Alternative color choices on the Danny, the style choice on the Carol, and I think as far as like eeriness goes, the Tedesco is kind of, hitting. It's giving like a Blair Witch. I'm kind of getting like something like a old like vintage, or I say vintage. Blair Witch is Blair Witch vintage now?
Yeah.
Oh, God dang.
Yeah, 20 plus years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, you're gonna find out.
Yeah. So yeah, it's giving me all those like eerie feelings. I don't know what this book's about. I imagine it's a horror story. But as far as the winner for me, I guess I would take the Tedesco too, just because I kind of like the composition. It took me a second to realize that those were all trees back there. And apparently James says that it's a wraparound, and it has the Phantom Dude's head on under the shirt. That's crazy.
And I think the Phantom Dude's hand is on top of her head on the A cover for Tula Latte, which is also super creepy. And I like that one too. So again, if you don't want to pay extra for an incentive, I think you all would be very satisfied with that.
Isn't this book like oversized too? Like it's a big book.
Yeah, I think it's like Black Label magazine sized by the look of the solicitation.
Yeah, is this similar to that one adult-oriented book from a few years back? They had like multiple volumes. I can't remember the name of it. It's similar to that Danny art on the right. They had all those X-rated covers.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I get the vibes of this book similar to that.
Yes.
I mean, I have like the first two volumes. I just don't remember the name.
Yeah, Frisson did a cover for it. Latte did a bunch.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, but I remember there was a black bag cover.
Yeah, they were all black bagged because they were like really raunchy.
Yeah, pretty much porn on the cover.
1999 for Blair Witch, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yep. So yes, it is just vintage, 25 years old.
Make me feel old. Came out 2 years after I got out of high school.
So for the Tedesco, I agree. I think the Tedesco is probably the best one. I do like the Donnie one. It's the dog licking her neck is really creepy as hell. So all right, let's move on. We got Wolverine. What a difference! Wolverine 40.
Oh no!
Can you stop this?
This is 1 in 25 by Arthur Adams and the 1 in 100 by Lionel Francis Yu. We'll start with you, Trish. Something got you giggling there.
Oh, geez. I mean, the difference in I guess what we were looking at. I guess it has a lot to do with mass produced versus like indie type.
Yeah.
So to me, these are just basic. I mean, like, if I had to pick one of the two, it would probably be the Wolverine, the U, because I mean, it's just cooler. But another one of those covers where the symmetry, the main characters straight on, symmetry used all around, and then the Art Adams doesn't look very. I mean, I don't like it. She kind of looks like she's got a little rat face going.
It's the square jaw on the Adams. I think it's kind of weird.
I think it's just too wide. Like her face is too wide. It should narrow down.
A million times too wide. 100%. Mike, what do you think?
I'm being silent. I'm being silent. I'm not really sure. I really just don't like Adams's faces, like you just said. I think they all kind of look like that. Also, the eyes are a little strange as well.
Everything just looks so far apart.
But of the U either, it's an okay cover. It's an okay Sabretooth cover, but it's not great. It's also one that you can get obviously as a regular cover too, which sours it for me a little bit. I guess I love X-23. I love Laura Kinney. I think she's one of the most organically created new era Marvel characters, maybe the only one besides Miles, maybe. And so I really like her, and I want to want this cover by Adams, but I really don't. So I think by default I would get the U, but I don't love the U either.
The U on the with the trade dress, the colors look more vibrant. It should just be the screen grab or whatever, but
yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the screen. This is from Alonso's screen grabs. I think they're pretty crappy, to be honest. So I think the art might be a lot better. By the way, that Arthur Adams is sold out at Midtown, and it's sold out at $54. So, yeah,
he has his fans. Faithless is the name of the book that you're thinking of.
Faithless, that's right. There's a volume 1 and 2. That's right.
By the way, with all those variants.
Yeah,
Faithless is the book you're thinking of. By the way,
yeah, dude, that Arthur Adams, because it's X-23. That book's gonna be hot, and it's obviously already hot because so at Midtown probably gets at least, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 copies of this, maybe 100 copies. I don't know. So at $54, I could see this being like a close to $100 book by the end of the week, possibly, because Arthur Adams fans are crazy, and it is a really popular like cult character, X-23. So I think that's your winner right there. The U is cool, but there's a trade dress version. Just buy that version. So
yeah.
All right. Next up, Dark Ride. Number 10. The 1 in 25 by Dennis Culver. This is obviously an Iron Giant homage. I think it's brilliant. It's well done. It's perfect. Nothing wrong with it. It's a home run. Trish, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I love this book. I mean, the story's wild. I like the book. So, but this homage, I mean, I didn't think they would go with this one, but it's great. Look at the robot. He's so cool. I like it. And of course, I think Tony was involved in the trade dress portion. So of course it looks spot on. I mean, I know some people among us are done with homages. But
especially beanie wearing people.
yeah, certain mustachioed friends in our group here.
They'll have a Christmas tree behind them.
Yeah. Hey, whatever brings you joy in these dark times. But this book for me, I would buy it. I would go for this one. But then again, I think that you don't really hear too much about like Dark Ride's ratios anymore. So it's like, you get it because it's probably not going to be as available.
That's why I like it, because the hype went down. These books are going to go under radar, and in about a year or two, they're ghost, and people are going to probably, you might see one on eBay, and there'll be some crazy number they'll be asking for. My shop already cut me off. They won't buy me the 1 in 25s anymore. So,
oh no, I laugh because I've got like a box full of the Bird City Steamboat Willie homage one that I did. I've got a few of those, and I was like, right as soon as I did that, I didn't realize that Steamboat Willie was going into the public domain, and I'm like, oh, now it's even more perfect. You know? Now 100%. It's even more perfect.
So I missed out on the last two already. So go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I think I stopped at the Cinderella one, which I don't remember which issue that is. Is that 2 ago? Or is that
I think it's 8. Yeah, that's why I got cut off. I don't think I have that one.
I did that one, and that's the last one I've gotten. This is good. I mean, it's perfect. It's spot on, exactly what it should look like, just like the original. Trish is right. I'm over homages, but when they're done really well with attention to all the little details, and they're done off of a book that isn't done to death, I like it. So in this case, I like it because it's a book that, as far as I know, has never been homaged, or if it has, I've never seen it. So I like that. It's done, and it's done really perfectly well. So yeah, it's good. Like you said, it's a home run for all the reasons, and it's going to be an impossible book to find now.
I just want to add that the ending to this film is one of the best endings ever.
Yeah, this movie was so good.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. A winner for sure. All right. I don't know about this one. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars Battle World 3, the 125 by Ken Lashley. Got Human Torch on the cover. Mike?
I'm zooming in. 1 sec. Man, there's a ton of detail in there. It's pretty darn good, but it somehow feels sort of just a covery somehow, but yet it's really good work. The pencil and ink work reminds me of the really good 90s covers, right? So like the Jim Lee stuff and things like that. It's got that level of pencils and inks, which is you don't really see very often anymore, to be honest. So I dig it. 1 in 25 probably won't cost 25, probably more like 15 or 20, unless there's something big going on in the guts of it. But yeah, it's a good cover. It's a good, solid cover. Really good art.
Does anybody have somebody on them? Does anybody have anyone?
I don't know what he's saying, but yeah, but I don't know that I would pay a premium for it. It just feels like an excellent A cover.
Yeah, I agree. Trish?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I love the inking of the character, the pencil work, and I'm a sucker for anybody who can do fire, and fire effects like lava or whatever. This looks great. I would see that as an A cover though, because it's got that trade dress taking up the lower quadrant. If that wasn't there and this was some sort of metallic, home run.
Ooh.
Like, could you see all that yellow in a gold foil or something, or
that would be cool,
like an orange foil with that red background? He could have really wussed out and went black, just black in the background. And it still would have looked cool, but not as cool. That red is a hard color for printing, so, and that's why fire is so cool when you do it right for printing. So,
yeah, that 2015 trade dress from Secret Wars is such just brain stamp of dollar fodder to me. So,
yeah, I expect when I see trade dress that looks like that, where it just looks like it's hideously old, it just looks like this book is just somebody found it in a warehouse somewhere. It was like, look at this,
Yeah, that's from that run, right? From that 2015, 2014 run.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
I just found it in the back in a box.
But it is a great 8 cover for sure. I don't know about the 125. All right, let's move on. All right, our favorite trade dress, Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk 8, the 125 by Chad Hardin. Mike?
No. Gosh, this is not great at all.
You don't like veiny Hulk? All veins just everywhere?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's unsettling. I don't know. Again, it does feel like an A cover. Again, a lot of Marvel stuff feels like A covers. Although what appears to be the A cover is way better.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who that is. Who did the art on that? Do we know? Is that
on the A cover?
Maniani? How do you say that name? The one who paints kind of like Ross.
I know you're talking about. Now I remember.
The
one with
I'm not sure if that's who it is, but that might be who it is. I think that's much better. Great. Too veiny, too weird, head's too small, trade dress is awful. Yeah, it's got all the wrong vibes going for it.
Yeah, it just looks like a gym bro that dropped weights on his foot.
Kicked him in the balls.
Go ahead, Trish.
That's what Dave's just saying what Hulk would say in that moment. Yeah. Why do I know this guy? I'm trying to think of what I've seen him on before, but like this Hulk anyway. Yeah, he looks like he's covered in vines instead of veins. Like
Poison Ivy.
yeah, this poison ivy. This Hulk has poison ivy. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. You know, I'm sure it'll do something for somebody, but not at 1 in 25.
Yeah, that's what like it's not bad, but the 1 in 25 right there is just like, dude, there's no way in hell people are gonna pay top dollar for this.
It looks like mixed media. Like he didn't do it all digital. Like it, it looks like he might have actually spent like time with these inks, and that's probably why he doesn't see that the shoulders aren't wide enough. Like he's not wide enough, and his head's too small.
Yeah, I don't know the lighting in the back from that nuclear bomb blast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not helping him. Like the light around the waist is not helping.
Well, that whole red outline looks like very Tronish around his shoulders and stuff. Yeah. All right.
He's one lens flare away. Like he just needed a lens flare
to blind you from the actual art. Yeah. It's good art. You just can't see it.
You just can't see it through J.J. Abrams' lens flare.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along.
All right. Next up, with Alien 3. Obviously, it's not Alien 3. This is Carnage 3, the 1 in 25 by Ryan Brown.
I can see why he would mistake this, but
that's funny though. Yeah, it's kind of a Freudian slip, right? Because it could be an Alien cover if the
color was Alonzo on a rush. I'm assuming there. Before I let you guys go at it, this is pretty badass. I kind of like it. It's Carnage where it's right before he murders you. Look, so I like that. Trish.
I mean, it's Carnage. You know it because every picture of Carnage you see is this picture. There's nothing different about it. But like it's cool. It's well rendered. He looks very slimy. I like the teeth. I'm always like a sucker for people who can draw like horror movie character teeth like that. I don't know why. Because I can't. I try. And they always just end up looking like, I don't know. Shark teeth? I don't know. This guy has like 3 sets of teeth though. Like check it.
Yeah, he would have a hard time getting a toothpick in there and just clearing out his teeth there. Mike.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny that like when I first saw this cover, I figured I just pass it off as digital trash. Then I realized who it was, and I think Ryan Brown paints.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think this is painted, which is pretty incredible if it is. Now, granted, I realize that the fact that I'm not sure is awesome in itself. So even if it's digital and he is managed to get this level of render painting, that's still good. But like Trish said, I'm a little just Carnage and Venom covers are just kind of white noise to me now because they all sort of look the same. But this is a really good piece of art. It's kind of like
eyes
what I say.
Freaking me out.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I say when I feature a Perillo cover. If it were the first time that you saw a Perillo cover, you would knock my grandma over to get it because it's so amazing. But we're so anesthetized to that because we're spoiled by such great art these days that it's hard to appreciate these things when they all kind of look like something that's already been done. But I mean, what do you do with Carnage? What do you do different to make him look unique or to other than get super impressionistic about it? I don't think it really gets a whole lot better than this. So it's pretty awesome. I think it's well worth a 1 in 25 incentive. It's not for me. The Carnage and Venom train has left my station a long time ago.
At least the trade dress is kind of minimal. Kind of. It could be a little bit smaller on a ratio.
I might have preferred it on the bottom rather than on the top, but
yeah, it kind of gets in the way of his head.
But it's a really great piece of art. And if it were the first time we saw Carnage, we would all be going apeshit for this cover.
I feel like this is a sister cover to a Venom cover he's done where it looks just like this, but just
probably.
Venom. So it makes sense he did Carnage. Okay.
It's kind of like crazy, just like how I just wish that I could draw like scary characters like this. I can't draw scary characters like this. We all have our wheelhouses and things that we're good at, but like, damn it all, we can dream.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. Let's move on to World. I cannot pronounce the name of this book. World Tree 33, I guess. World Tree, number 7, 1 in 10 by Andrea Sorrentino. Mike?
I really like this cover. And again, it was one of those that I was looking at when I was writing up Cover Fire this week. And I was pissed to find out that it was an incentive because I wanted to feed. But Sorrentino has been sort of
Yeah, leave the Tocastinos off.
oh gosh, back and forth. Dale, please. Jesus, sorry everybody. He's very energetic this evening, more than normal. So I like all the little details. I like Sorrentino's work overall. Last couple of covers haven't been awesome, and I'm really excited to see him back to true form here with a really creepy cover, but also with some cool effects going on, like that the green straight on as opposed to the one that's slightly tilted in white is a cool like overlay or underlay or whatever you want to call that. I'm not really sure, and I have not read this book, so I don't really know what this is about. But I mean, this is a really, really highly. There's a ton of stuff going on in this artistically. And,
if they took the trade dress off of it, it could be a nice screen print, you know?
Yeah, really, really cool. Really, really cool. Has almost like that Warhol-y kind of a feel to it, but super creepy and details. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by this. And at 1 in 10, what are you going to pay to get that? What's the most you're going to pay to get this? $15, maybe. It's probably not even going to be that much.
Probably.
It's number 7. I think the excitement is worn off for the book, so I'm guessing you'll probably get this sub $10, close to cover price.
Yeah, you're probably not right. Go ahead, Trish.
It's cool. I mean, I have a recent fascination with drawing skulls for no reason. Not vampire skulls or monster skulls, because this guy's got some fangs on him. But skulls nonetheless. I think it's neat. I do like that if you isolated the colors used for this, you could make a series of silk screens and make this a t-shirt. Like, seriously. It would be cool. That logo is crap, though. I don't like it. How it takes up the whole side of the book.
Yeah, I agree.
Put it at the bottom, fool. Or put it at the top. Real small.
You get it for $7.20 on Midtown. So.
Yeah.
Dang. Plus, it's nice that a 1 in 10. You know, it's a decent cover at a 1 in 10.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah, it's not bad. Not my cup of tea, but it's not bad. All right.
I mean, I'm not rushing out to buy a skull cover.
No. I probably won't buy it, but it's I don't know. I'm just happy to see Sorrentino back to a really good cover. There were the last couple we haven't really liked.
Sorrentino.
Damn, we're talking about
Poor Mike. He's going through it.
He must have some sugar today.
Uh-huh.
No worries. All right, we'll move on to the next cover. We got from ACO or ACO. I'm sure how you pronounce the name there, but this is Duke number 2. This is the 1 in 25. Obviously, the action figure Sunburst homage variant there. We'll try Trish. I know she's not a hardcore G.I. Joe fan. This group.
Yeah, I mean, it could use some better contrast. I don't know who this character is, but I'm sure that don't come for me, G.I. Joe people. I'm sure this man's design work is good, but it looks like a vector image. It looks like it's very clean, very shaded well. I mean, I don't know this character, and I don't know if this is worth a 1 in 25, but and it's a number 2. I don't know how the number 1 went, but are they going to do like profile covers like this for all the characters? I wonder.
So far,
That's cool though. Like they would all look good together. So you kind of gotta, take that as it comes. I like
So
the
it's
explosion in the background. I like the
so
character too. Anyway, go ahead.
Stalker, right? This is Stalker.
This is Stalker, yes.
It's not nearly as good as the Cobra Commander that we saw last week? Question mark? I think it was last week. Because like Trish said, the
Yes.
contrast is not really there. It's too dark. He's too dark, like his commenting thing. But I think it's for all the action figure collector suckers that will want this because of the explosion burst in the background. Yeah, I'm one of them too. So I'm kind of drawn to it. I sort of like it just because of that, but it's really not quite what I'd want it to be. I want it to be a little bit more vibrant, like the card backs were.
This literally has like 5 colors on it. This cover literally only has like 5 colors on it. The whole cover.
As a
But he wears
resident,
greens there. It should have popped. Yeah, I don't know. It's not quite as good. I remember poor Stalker. I remember when I was a kid, man, you could find 100 Stalkers on the pegs. He was the peg warmer character back in the day. I don't know if he's gained in popularity now, but he definitely has. No, Rob's like, no, he's not any more popular now than he was before. But yeah, he was always the figure you could find. So I think having him on a cover is a tough sell at a 1 in 25, other than for the real diehard G.I. Joe fans.
obviously,
how much that cut out. Some of that cut out. Sorry.
no worries. Obviously, I'm a big G.I. Joe fan since there's G.I. Joe's right behind me. Honestly, I'm not been ecstatic about these Sunburst variants, which that's pretty much what they call. They're basically homaging the card back for the G.I. Joe action figures from the back in the day, or the more recent ones, the 25th anniversary ones. But IDW did it better. IDW had the same variants. Mostly they were all con variants or online exclusive variants for like their website, and they just literally just replicated the action figure cover Sunburst art from the card back onto a comic book, and that's pretty much what a G.I. Joe collector wants, anyways. This kind of inspiration of that and just creating your own version. I'm not digging it. It's kind of hard to tell what the hell's really going on with the character. There's so much shading. It doesn't help because he has a dark complexion, so it really hides even more with this particular type of cover. And it doesn't really hit all the spots. I didn't get the Cobra Commander. I am getting what's his name, the chains that Dreadnought did with the chainsaw. I am getting that. That one's a little better lit, so I think it looks better, especially in this one or the Cobra Commander. So, but it's all right. It's okay cover. G.I. Joe hardcore folks definitely get it, but I'm definitely not getting this one. Duke 2, 1 in 25. It might be rare. I don't know. It is Duke too. I don't know how popular the book is right now. All right, let's move on.
I thought I walked away because I thought I had a Stalker card. But I can't find it.
The Stalker card looks better than this, dude.
It does, which is what I was going to try to say. It should have looked more like the Stalker card. Well, screw it. Why didn't they just print that?
Well, that's all I was saying when you were gone. IDW did this, and they did it better because they just replicated the art.
Oh, perfect. See, that's what it should be. That's what I would buy all of those, every single one of them.
I did. Yeah. All right. This is where Alonzo's stops and mine begins. I added some few books to the deck today. This is Kid Cudi presents Moonman #1. This is the Christian Ward 1 in 25 and the Matt Taylor 1 in 50. Trish, what are your thoughts on these?
I love the colors. Like, they're just giving me just such good vibes. I don't know what this book is about, but you definitely get space vibes from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the colors are so wild. It's like street art on the Taylor.
Yeah.
And you get, a completely different conceptual piece from the Ward. It's
almost
comparing
like Brad Moore kind of art.
Yeah, it does kind of look like Trad Moore art. You're right.
So you're getting like two different types of, concepts. It depends on which one appeals to you more. Obviously, art is subjective. I think that, the space cover on the white is kind of interesting. I think that's cool looking. I like the appeal there. But again, I like both of them. It's hard for me to choose. Let's see. We got to pick one. I picked the 1 in 25. A, because I don't know what this book is about, and B, because I'd probably be able to find the 1 in 25, and less the 1 in 50.
Good reasonings, Mike.
Yeah, this is a tough choice because conceptually I like the 1 in 25 better, but color-wise I love the Taylor, the 1 in 50. I wish they were kind of like a mashup of the two. And there are other cool covers for this, by the way. There's, a couple regular covers that are really good. And I know, I'm not sure if it's in the deck, but Bird City just launched one today as well, which is very colorful. So there's a ton of choices for this book. If you dig it, if the book is cool, I don't know anything about the book either, but Kid Cudi will probably sell stuff just because he's Kid Cudi, regardless of whether the book is good or not, just like the Jack White book sold and other iterations. Was that Jack White World's Finest or whatever that was?
Yeah, that was a variant for DC.
Yeah. So I mean, those kinds of things will always sell books. But I don't know. Berserker has kind of fallen off.
You know what the Matt Taylor? Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the Matt Taylor reminds me of. You ever see the artwork where it's like some guy painting on the street and he's got like spray cans and he just puts like a circle. And he sprays a bunch of black, and then he takes at the end, he just takes a paintbrush and just flicks white on it. That's what that reminds me of, that technique. That's why that's why I'm getting like, oh, it's so cool.
Now you say that, I kind of like it better.
I know, right?
But because now I'm viewing it differently. I'm viewing it like street art, and I kind of dig it even more now. But I still like the concept of the ward.
True.
It's the same idea of the Ward and the Taylor. It's just having Taylor, it's like on steroids. It's just
I was gonna say the poses of the characters are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of others where he's kind of like leaning back with his legs out. There's like 2 or 3 covers that look like that, which is one of the Bird City poses is like that as well.
Kitco is a hip hop artist, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So.
Well, that explains the art
I guess based on, I think now I'm leaning towards the Taylor now because of the colors and the sort of spray paint.
I just think it's superior. Yeah, it's superior, I think.
It is pretty, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, they're both great, but it's just put them next to each other. The Taylor just strikes you more. All right, let's move on. We got Dead X-Men #1 by Leslie Loritz Lee, the 1 in 25. Trish, you're smiling.
I don't know. I mean, like, I like this character. I think the colors are great. I don't know this artist too much, but we went from greatness. we came from greatness to okay. X-Men. Woo! I like all that purple. I know. Rob likes all that purple.
To me, this is like Gem and the Holograms meets the X-Men almost.
I mean, that's why I said I like this character. I think this character is kind of cool. I mean, because it's got my vibes. It's got my vibes.
But she has no bubblegum.
Yeah, like I honestly, I think there's something missing out of this cover. Her arm also looks a little broken. Like, but we can't all be perfect. We can't all be Moonmen, street art guys.
Mike.
So I'm sort of like this. It's really tough to have this after the last two, but it just looks so pedestrian. It just doesn't have a cover, but it's just an okay A cover, and that or worse, it's the store exclusive you hope you didn't get. Like when they just sort of like choose the artist and choose
here's the name out of a hat. Here you go.
Exactly. And like this is what they send your shop 3,000 copies of. You're like, oh shit, how am I going to sell 3,000 copies of this? But there isn't anything wrong with it. It's not bad. It's got a decent animation style to it, and it's fun and it's colorful. I hate it if someone handed me one, but I certainly wouldn't pay any kind of a premium for it. No way.
I like how she's in front of the trade dress.
Yeah, thankfully. That's a good start.
Let's
She's
see how much
like,
they're going for. And
let's cover up this trade dress here with my head.
yeah, at least I put it in the background right now.
And I know Lee is a digital artist, but this doesn't feel digital to me. It feels like it's drawn.
I like it when people have this nice soft painty style that don't use like really hard lines. You know, it's a style that I'm not good at, but I try hard.
You're really hard on yourself. You're way too hard on yourself.
But these freaking people, though, they'll like just whip this out in like 25 minutes. They'll just be like, yeah, here you go. Here's a beautiful picture of a character. And I'll be like, okay. 3 days later, here's like a rudimentary square with some shading on it. Enjoy that. There you go.
$27 in Midtown right now.
Wow, above ratio. Good for them.
27.
Yeah.
Slightly above ratio.
Still available though.
Oh yeah, well there's that.
I mean, it is cute. It's colorful, and the character's great.
This is definitely for a certain demographic, as you could tell. It's just the art style.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one is sold out in Midtown. This is $125. Star Wars Dr. Afro number 40. The Ben Harvey. I'm just seeing it on my big screen right here in front of me, blown up. I think the art, the texture of the texture of this art looks really cool when you blow it up. As you see so many paint splattered throughout the art. It's not like just perfect lines. It's very artsy, you could say, and it's very fun. I love Afra's smile on this, and it's good representation of the character. I like it.
Toy.
Mike, Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I really like it too. And it's funny that over the last 3 or 4 years, the best Star Wars covers have been on Afro books. sort of weird that they continue to choose what seemingly is the best covers for Dr. Afro books. I don't know why. But yeah, this is really fun, really colorful, really well done. I can see this being a really expensive book by the end of the week, especially if people have trouble getting it. But this is what I want all the Star Wars incentives to feel like.
Oh my, High Republic, come on.
Yeah, just terrible shit. It'd be great if they could put this kind of level art on other Star Wars, MFing them, and for the Transformers books from Image as well. Just like, come on, man. You know we're the mark. You know we want to buy these books, but geez, give us something worth spending our money on, for God's sake.
So this sold out at $36 at Midtown. So
I believe it. I think it'll be at least a $50 book by the end of the week, maybe more like a $75 book by the end of the week.
I agree.
How many Star Wars books are there where the character on the cover is smiling?
Not many.
A lot.
Like, I just love that so much. I think that is so great that, you know, the art style on this is perfect. I don't know this character, but I feel like the grittiness and the texture in the background kind of fits the character. You know, love the action, love the explosion. I mean, there's a lot going on this piece, but you don't see a lot of characters smiling on the cover of Star Wars books, and I think that's wild.
Since I buy a ton of these fucking Star Wars books, to me this is brilliant. It's so much better than 99.9% of the Star Wars books.
Because you're starved for emotion. All you get is these grim statue characters looking.
High Republic, they're all fucking like their mom died and shit.
Well, not only that, but they're all just not good art. They're very generic-y kind of interior level art. This feels like a cover. I mean, this is really good.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order this, so.
Oh no! Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm not either, and they're 70, 100, 50, and 55.
Oof.
55, the lowest one on eBay? Is that what you said?
50 plus $6 shipping.
Damn.
Oof.
Yep. I think we missed the boat on this one, brother.
Yeah. Oh, I like this character. I mean, maybe they'll do a second printing.
She's a fun character that they are definitely going to use in something bigger soon. She's sort of the holdout.
So now's the time to buy your 9.8.
She's primed and ready to be important somewhere.
Yeah, now's the time to buy the 99.8s regular cover or the 1 in 25s.
But Dr. Aphra's always had like cool covers. Just everybody in Star Wars always looks like, someone told him Santa wasn't real. So
well, that's what Mike said. She has the best covers in Star Wars.
Yeah.
She's got that awesome Frisson. There's a great what's her name?
Bartel.
Bartel, thank you. Yeah, those. Luckily, I got
Bartel.
those.
I miss
have
her.
those.
I think Lee. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, the Frisson's my favorite.
All right. The Frisson's great. Frisson's really good.
All right, that's it with the incentives for the week.
Wow.
Yeah, DC did not make the cut. Their covers were uninspired. I tried so hard to add a DC cover.
I thought that's what we were missing this week. I thought we didn't see 10 different Batman books and 3 Jokers and some zombies.
There wasn't anything good. First of all, they're not shipping a lot of books this week for starters. Anything. There really wasn't. It was kind of garbage from DC this week, which is surprising.
They had about 10 incentives, and none of them they were not worth the show. It's time.
Agreed.
Oh. Well, boo. Maybe next week, guys.
Oh, boobs.
All right. I actually ordered this one. Elvira meets is it HP Lovecraft? HP Lovecraft #1. This is from Happy Comics. The melons on the side tells the story. Limited to 1,000. This is brought to you by Alonzo, obviously. Cost is $25. Adam Hughes at his best, my opinion. They're massive, but they make sense somehow to me. Mike.
Boobies. Yeah, come on. This is Hughes cheesecake. This is perfect. I mean, this is exactly what. If you're a Hughes collector and you don't want this, I think maybe it's time for you to sell your Hughes books because this is perfect.
I freaking love toned drawings. It's
ridiculous. Makes you happy.
I love toned drawings. They're so good.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, an LE 1000 is high. $25, a little steep for 1,000 copies of a book, but it is Hughes, so I could see why they're trying to get away with that. I might go grab a copy of this. I don't know. I've got so much Hughes. I don't know that I need another one, but it's good. It's really good.
Are they still available?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I mean, there's 1,000 of them, maybe, but I don't know.
Happy Comics.
It's Adam Hughes. It's large boobies. It's pretty good art. We'll see.
Well, I mean, it's Elvira. I mean, that's her trademark, yeah.
Yeah, then it's Elvira. Elvira fans, when they see this, they'll probably eat it up. Trish, what do you
I
think?
freaking love Elvira. She's great. But yes, this is great. I love tone drawings like this. Where,
what does that mean? What does tone drawing
Okay,
mean?
so he probably drew this on gray paper.
Oh, okay.
So the paper, so he added and built the colors on top of this toned paper, which he used as just the background color. And I love it when people do this. Another artist friend of mine, Andy Price, does this. Oh, it's my favorite thing on earth. I have a pony piece by him that's like that. Yeah, say what you want. Say what you want, Mike.
Still available.
And I have
still available.
This is so cool. I love it when people do this. But Adam Hughes, of course, stellar. And then you've got Icon, Elvira, and giant boobs. I mean, matches made in heaven. And look at the tree. It's going like this. It's like a hand. It looks all evil. Creepy with the silhouette on the moon.
Yeah, I see it. The tree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what is that? An owl or something on the tombstone that looks a little creepy?
No, that's
bird?
No, that's actually a floating head.
Oh. Okay. I couldn't see it. He's like this. He's like this big.
With a goofy face. He's like,
But see, that's cool though, because with Elvira, you can kind of stretch into that too. You can kind of stretch
Elvira's into fun. It's fun horror.
Yeah, it's fun horror. It's the kind of horror that doesn't spook me out.
No. Well,
it's still available, by the way.
Okay, there you go, folks.
Excellent.
Available. I highly recommend it. We all grew up with Elvira, and this is for our generation. This is badass. That's for sure. All right.
Definitely a worthy store exclusive for a damn change.
There you go. On a small shop too.
Yes, agreed.
Incredible. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a comment here. I'm still chilling. Though this one was good and hard didn't pull a trigger, but it's just there you go.
Crap, I think I have to buy this.
I
didn't
bought
buy it.
some
You bought
Elvira books just because of the cover before.
I bought a copy. I know Alonzo bought these 2 or 3. So
Do they have a foil version and a?
There was
no,
a metal.
no.
There was a metal.
Oh, the metal. That's right. The metal. That's right.
Oh,
Metal.
damn! I bet that Lucano metal too.
That sold out though. $100.
With the gray,
Yeah.
that would look
That
cool.
sold out pretty fast, actually. The metal.
Damn.
All right. All right. This is going to bring a lot of smiles to everybody's faces. This is Mario Wolf from Big Clutch and Wanted Comics. LE costs $35. Thundercats, obviously, #1 from Dynamite. I'll go first before I know you guys are going to destroy it. As a resident Mario Wolf fan, even I draw a line of what I can accept. And I know what she's going for. She's going for that Wolverine homage, which is a horrible cover. And she did it. She duplicated it perfectly. The way the anatomy of that Wolverine, because it's X-Men 2 something. I can't remember what number. It's a brown suit Wolverine. And I just love their texturing, but it just I can't do that. It's I don't know. It's so bad that it's good, or it's just bad. But it's
It's okay. It's okay to not like something. I mean, obviously, none of us are perfect.
No. Go
But
ahead.
I mean, I see what she's going for, and yeah, and I know what you're saying too. Like, you want to like it because you like her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I love the Thundercats, especially when they made them look like the vintage ones, like I showed that cover that Mike looked at earlier. But you know, this is kind of wild. I mean, but Big Clutch is doing a lot of covers with her
Yeah.
lately.
I bought that Cobra Commander. Wow.
Yeah. And I think that you know, because sometimes Dynamite will post on their Twitter that they're looking for, you know, artists, and I saw her throw her name in the ring for any of their covers. So if you start seeing Red Sonja's pop up with her work on them, or like, you know, something like that, or Vampirella. But what I like about her work, and look, I'll compliment Sandwich this. What I like about her work is that she really puts in the effort on these lines. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody draw as much texture as she does. Good for her. Not that all of it makes any sense, but you know, but his arm is so short. Like, why?
Well, that's not that Wolverine comic is too. That's what makes it's just funny almost in a way. Also, I don't remember seeing Lionel wear this suit ever.
I think he was part of the redesign. Like, they did a redesign on him for this. And because the Sword of Omens, the claw shield isn't that big either. It's just the size of like a glove. I don't like the back glove. I don't like that. I feel like that should be like, you know, I don't think he wore gloves. But I'm a fan of the old school Thundercats, you know, their redesigns looked a little funny. Like the Tigra redesign, I was not a fan. Not a fan.
Tigra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the old classic Tigra.
It's also a mixture of that, or was it 2015, 2014 Thundercats? They brought back a while back.
The anime version.
Yeah, the one from Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Mike. Go ahead.
So I'm going to bring up the line from Christmas Vacation, where I know Maria Wolf worked really hard on this, but so do washing machines. This is really tough to look at in all kinds of ways. It's got horrible proportions. The face is all jacked up. It's a base to begin with. This is, I mean, with so many covers coming out for this book. I can't imagine this being the one people choose. I just can't. I know she has her fans, and I know that this line style appeals to certain folks. Like there's like Stoko does this kind of style where there's lots of lines, and there's a couple of other artists that do this kind of thing, and I get it, right? Honestly, Kevin Easton, really, but so I get that there's a market for that, but. And she has some good covers, but this is not among them. This is not good. Everything looks like it's squashed into the cover so that it would fit. There's some weird choices size-wise. I mean,
that's the homage. That's exactly how the Wolverine looks from X-Men.
But it's really bad. I mean, it's not a good overall execution. Again, like whatever the cover was we looked at from her I liked it, and then even that original cover that we kind of badmouthed, it was that Deadly Hands of Kung Fu or whatever it was, with that amazing dragon in the background, right? So she's got talent. It's definitely there. I just don't think it always comes through real well. So I guess I have to watch my back.
Rhino's not fuzzy on his shoulders. Like he doesn't have fur on his body. Like that's not that texture that's in the cartoon.
She had
to make it.
Keep drawing lines, Trish. And that's where she needs to keep drawing the lines. I got to keep going.
This is Berserker Lino. So
yeah, it is. Look at his face. He looks so serious.
Yeah, I never seen like I said, go back and look at that X-Men book, and it's exactly duplicate.
Is it a liger?
Liger.
Because it's got that same style as what a kid would do on his like book cover. Just keep doodling, just like completely overwork a piece.
It's definitely overworked.
Where there's just much. I don't know.
It's when you
her style's obviously not for me.
Oh, the ink
style's not for me.
Yeah, all the ink in your big pen on your chapter keeper, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got to use a whole big pen. You got to work that piece until the pen runs out. Exactly.
In a vanilla envelope or something.
Yeah, or the brown paperback book cover.
Yeah, yeah, for your science books, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Her style doesn't appeal to me. I know that other people like it, but.
Well, how about Arthur Adams? This is from Ultimate Comics, limited to 500 set. Obviously, the Virgin's 500, probably a lot more for the regular trade dress. Cost is $40 for the set. Again, with the big melons symbol to light up to bring your attention to. Trish.
I thought those were referring to her eyes. Just kidding.
Eyes.
At least the mask keeps you from focusing on how wide her face is. But I like this actually. I love it when people can like draw hair, and he does well with that. I like the vintage cover with the, what is that? An anniversary cover with all the characters around the outside, the border.
Yeah, that's the old 1980s homage to those particular covers. So
I like that. I just wish she wasn't so like huge in it. Like it's always extreme close-ups for him, isn't it?
Yeah, he's famous for his kind of his portraits, right?
Yeah, I mean,
why don't you?
I don't mind this one. I like the pose.
If you like this,
she looks terrified though. Like she looks like she's scared.
But she always looks like that in covers. You ever notice that? Is Carly always like afraid of something?
Yeah, it's like she's the most powerful Marvel person ever, right? Like
she's an Omega character for sure. I don't know what she's scared of.
Well, tell everybody what you think.
She's so OP.
What do you think, Dale? Do you like it?
What do you think?
Get on the camera. Get on camera. What do you think? Don't worry about what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, just
like I.
Do you like the colors? You don't have to whisper. Just tell the folks what you think.
It's just us.
Yeah, it's just us.
Don't be shy. Trust me, I'm not shy.
I like.
Do you like her big boobs?
Yeah, I do. I like her body, but I don't like the storm and stuff.
You don't like the storm in the background?
No, I don't like that.
Oh, okay. How about the one with the border? So that's people are kind of a sucker for that. The old border covers from Marvel. What do you think about that? Do you think it ruins the art?
Yeah, but
I
like her. I don't like everything else.
Okay, you like her, but you don't like all the stuff in the background. Good job. Bring it up top. Cool. I agree. I think no, I actually like this a lot more than the X-23. I don't really think this one fits with the whole border thing. There's too much shit going on. I don't know. It doesn't quite work. The picture needs to be simpler, like the originals were. I think
it should have been just two giant boobs sticking out of the square.
Yeah, right. Perfect. Yeah, just two boobs. That works. I like it. That would do it. I mean, that's really all this cover is anyway. Although I will seriousness, I really love the hair. I actually think the hair work is really
awesome.
Really incredible. I do like the eyes. Obviously, I actually think the boobs are too big, to be honest with you. I know Alonzo just had a heart attack with me saying that, but this is better. This is much better Arthur Adams art than some of the things we've seen recently.
Poor Alonzo's out there feeling a shift in the force because you just said that.
I know.
But
there's
a such thing.
For instance, there's a great cover this week. There's a great Sheena cover from Perillo this week where she's pretty muscularly chested, as someone who would be athletic in the jungle would probably be, and I preferred it over making her ridiculously voluptuous for no reason. So sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. I don't think it's necessary here, although I guess that's what Arthur Adams fans want. I don't know. It doesn't ruin the cover for me. I really think the hair work is so good, and some of the perspective work is so good. Like this is a far superior book than some of the regular covers he's been doing.
I agree, Mike. It's great Bon Jovi hair, man.
Yeah. You can see it blowing in the wind, right? Like with the fan, the rock video fan.
It's another one of those covers too, where the hand is drawn like that. And there's so many. This is like a stock pose for superhero hands.
Hey, Tony. Thanks for joining us. So Tony. Awesome cover. Limited to 500. What's 2,500 of the regular one? Is that the
yeah, maybe it's only 500 sets. Maybe it's 500 of them together, and not.
Yeah, 500 of the Virgin, obviously, and 2,500 of the regular one. That's a lot.
They could have left that trade dress off of there. He could have had a nice place to sign his name when he was at shows and stuff. Trade dress is awful.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. And we have more. Okay. Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the third print. This is the Incogli variant, homaging himself, obviously. There's the original on the side with the homage. I don't know. This is like 3 levels down, right? This is coming from the I can't really call them the four horsemen of the apocalypse anymore, because there's always Comic Corner is always joining them now. They're now the 5 horsemen of the apocalypse. LE 800 cost at $40 for this one book, same price as the last one. Trish,
meh, doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I like Inhuckley's work generally, just because I know it's I know at least he'll have a grasp on what the anatomy of the character should look like. It's just that this is just a blacked out version of the one right next to it. I mean, and then the one next to that. Only the one next to that, the Spider-Man's arms at a different angle. I don't know. I wouldn't pay $40 for it for sure. But go on, get your bag, King. Get it.
Before Mike goes forward on this, if you don't know the hysteria around this particular book, not for this particular cover, but just the book in general, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, it's literally it started the year with a bang. It went bonkers, and particularly cover A, because nobody ordered, and a couple of other covers. So this is a third print of a very limited variant. So there is that for this particular book. So it might be something in the future. Who knows? But Mike,
I do like that the borders are black, just so that we're
yeah,
and that he's kind of overhanging that black border. It makes it look more 3-dimensional. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
to me. Anyway.
I mean, I think it hits for the people who like the original, but I never really loved the original to begin with. I always thought it was sort of I've used this word already tonight, but I always kind of thought it was a very pedestrian cover for a book that became important later. And I had borders on the sides anyway. It's fine, and I get what audience it's trying to hit, and I think it hits that audience pretty well. 40 is a steep ask for a book that there are actually 3,000 copies of, so don't let the 800 fool you. There's no shortage of these. I think at best this is like a $15 book, but because of the hysteria around the book and the fact that this hits some of the mark, kind of the feel of the original, this will probably sell pretty well, but it's not for me. I think it's kind of boring.
Yeah, I agree. I looked at it and I'm like, nah, boring. All right.
Next.
And I think that's it. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's all done. It's all done, sir. Mike, what we got going on?
Yeah. So you can find me at CBSI. That's comicbookinvest.com on Tuesdays, late morning, early afternoon, depending on your time zone, which is the antithesis to this show. It's all about the regular covers, non-incentive, non-exclusives, and my favorites for the week. And then Cover Tunes, which is on hiatus for a while I have little ones, is there's 230-ish back issues you can go read on various topics if you're so inclined. Just a fun thing that I used to write that I'd like to get back to eventually. But yeah, that's where you find me.
And my favorite is that one. It's the black one. The black one.
Okay. The mind of a child, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. Get the word from Leo himself. What do you got going on, Trish?
I'm working on my book.
What book is that, Trish?
Yeah. Working on Feral. Issue 1 out March 27th. There'll be a few exclusives. I think some have already been announced, but we're working on some others that are going to be pretty hype. And I mean, it won't be near the like Stray Dogs level of, oh my God, there's 10,000 of them out there. Although the original run of Stray Dogs had minimal covers. So, that'll be fun. I'm doing the Polar Bear Plunge on Friday with my work. I've raised $1,100. I was trying to get to $1,500. Pop over to my Instagram if you all need a link. If you want to, pitch in and let me freeze to death out there. Let's see, what's this weekend? Nothing. It's going to get real busy soon. I have some shows coming up. I'll have some signings coming up. All of them are still kind of not cemented yet, and then I'll announce those when they come.
And you've got fun little things in the pipeline to have at shows too. So make sure you go see her at shows if she pops up at your local con, folks.
Are you doing WonderCon this year?
No, I don't. Nobody from there has approached me, and I haven't really reached out to them. But I haven't really. I'm so new to like that. I'm only getting brought out to my first show this year, like actually traveling to one. So, because normally I just stick to the locals. But I was like a week ago sitting in my computer going, man, I wonder who's going to like MegaCon. Anybody got a spare table? Can I parlay this into a Disney trip? Or like,
Well, WonderCon is right next to Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it's also a great artist show.
Right. So like, I mean, and I love shows like that where, where it's mostly about the artists or the books or the creators, not necessarily big media. Because San Diego is kind of impossible. After doing it once, though, I can understand why people go. It's just, it's a spectator show. It's not a participate.
Well, the funny thing about San Diego, I do buy a lot of art there. Usually when I go to San Diego, I do find.
I like that one. I saw a bunch of artists on that back wall that did a lot of Marvel stuff, and that were like on the production for like What If and stuff like that. And I was looking at them pretty closely. And then a lot of my friends were there. And I'm like, man, you suckers chained to this table for 5 days. Enjoy your life. I'm going to go get some food.
Well, it is fun when you don't have to work, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I'll have plenty of shows and stuff coming up. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything in the immediate other than like my charity work. And then signings. I'll have a local signing on the 30th of March for Farrell's launch at Collector's Corner. And then Tony and I are going to New York for a signing. And then we're going to come back down and do Third Eye Comics the following week. So it's going to be busy.
That's what you want. Busy. Yeah. All right. Let's take care of some business real quick. Let's see where we at. Right here. Use code Nirvana14 for 30 days to limit cover price for only 99 cents. Visit coverprice.com and use Nirvana14 for 30 days unlimited for 99 cents. Stop by Bird City Comics and use the code TNH10 for 10% off your purchase at birdcitycomics.com. And also stop by thisbiggeek.com. Use Team Nerdherd to save 10% off your purchase. Just a little. So Tuesday there is shows. I believe there's no show on Wednesday. Thursday there's the Long Story Short. Fridays I believe the girls are doing a show, and Saturday there is no show on my end. It's birthday time for me.
Woohoo!
Yay! Happy upcoming birthday.
Yeah, 21 all over again.
I just turned 21 myself.
Oh, there you go. 21 are the best, man. Times 2.
Yep. 21 with multiple years experience.
Yeah. So, all right. I said no further notes. Disclaimer there, Obi-Wan.
Trish gets to say it. She invented it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no artists were harmed in the making of this podcast. This time we can actually say we restrained ourselves. We were pretty good.
We did. We were pretty nice to almost
Yeah, we could have murdered Maria.
everybody except poor Maria.
Yeah, we did it. We didn't murk her too bad. Thank God.
Not too bad. I did a little bit.
Nah, it could have gotten a lot worse. I thought it got a lot worse, but our final saying there, Mike.
Yes. If you want to do it right, be a cover whore for life.
Yeah.
All right, and I late. No, where's that? I lost it. Don't mind me.